Are we ready? So we're going to plant a tree. I can't guarantee that this will fully comply with Civil Engineering Development Department specification clauses, but I'll do my best. We have a pickaxe, obviously, for making the pit, for the pit planting, and a trowel for digging that out a bit more. We've got 2 bottles of fertilizer, right, with water with fertilizer mixed in, and I'll ask Jenny in a minute what exactly the fertilizer is. And we have a tree. This is, ooh, I told you not to do that, didn't I? Lift them up by the bottom. So I already broke one of my specification rules by lifting this up. I can get away with it because it's not that heavy, but yes, as I explained earlier, and as I delinquently failed to do, pick the trees up by the root ball, and this is actually a mulberry tree, Morus alba, and this is what silkworms feed on. Now this area is an area that Jenny's planning to make into a fruit and vegetable forest garden, if you like. So I think that this fits in quite well. So now we've chosen the location for this. Chosen a location a little bit out of the way of the main garden because, you know, the design has not yet been resolved for this whole area. It's just a former vegetable planting area, and you can see all those fantastic wild ginger, which I think is Alpinia. I can't remember. I'll find out. But it's a native ginger which is growing up very strongly. We've got Lantana camara, which has moved in here. We've got Alocasia macrorrhiza, which is kind of indicating that this is, you know, reasonably moist, reasonably, you know, there's soil here. This is an area where naturally the soil is building up, right, because it's a fairly level area. So I'm putting the tree at the rounder edge of this area because we don't know what the finished planting design is going to be for this area. But I've also want to keep it a little bit away from trees that I think are going to overshadow it. So we're keeping away from the Celtis sinensis because this can grow into quite a reasonable sized tree. And if I plant underneath, it's just going to get shaded out. Here it's next to Malotus paniculatus, which is this is already as big as a Malotus paniculatus gets. So I'm not worried about this overcoming it. I'm more worried by these blasted Licania creepers, right? But somebody's going to, you know, somebody will have to regularly. The other thing about this is near the path, so anybody who's walking up and down can keep an eye on this tree and you know, make sure if it starts getting inundated by other plants, then you know, then do something about it. Strip off the weeds. So there will need to be some weeding done around this tree to give it a head start. Okay.